Hi guys, this is Nu-Trix, the synth guy, and today I'm working again on the TR-08. There's been a lot of question related to how to make patterns and how to copy them, how to make a longer pattern, how to use the song mode, what that Roland actually calls the rhythm track. Well, I thought it was time to actually do a longer version of a video that explained how to use a pattern. That's how to start from scratch, making a couple of patterns and then actually combine them into a rhythm track. So, and I know it's a little bit cryptic sometimes because, well, Roland's manual is today just one piece of paper. Because of that, I think there's a lot of people asking, how do you do it exactly? And even if it was on paper only, it's still kind of, you need to have kind of a demo how to use it. So I'll do it with you guys. I'll create 3 different patterns. I'll combine them into a song, or what they call a rhythm track, and I'll show you how I would do it myself. So let's check it out together. So first thing first is we're going to go and select the memory we want to work. We're going to go in and select the memory. So I'm in manual mode. I'm going to go bank. I'm going to say, I don't know, 12 and 1. That's memory 12 and 1. I want to erase the one that is there. So I'm going to go pattern, clear. I'm going to press this one and it's clear. That pattern is gone. And so I'm going to go back to manual, press play. There's no song playing. Perfect. Go back to first part. So I'm going to select the first part and then I'm going to enter the scale of the beat I want to use. So if I want to do a 4/4 beat, I'm going to go with 3. 3 shows me that every banks of 4 steps is 1 beat. So I'm going to have a 4/4 beat here. So if I want to have this, I just press, while I'm in first part in pattern right, I press on the red button and it's recording the scale for this. Okay, so then now if I want to enter the notes, it's very simple. I'm going to go basic variation A because I want to work with the first one. Okay, if you're not pressing on start, you will still change between the memories. If you press start, you're playing. Okay, if you're just like this and you're playing here, you're not entering in real time. You're changing memories. Okay, so if you want to record, you press start. Now it's in record mode. You can actually enter these manually where you want them, or just like at the wrong place. So I'm going to reposition them in the right place. I've got my kick. Now I would like to go right away into changing the sound of the kick. So I would go into menu, and with the find value here, the value I go into tuning, I go tap, and then I would change the tuning of my kick to whatever I want. Let's say I want it to be lower, or yeah, lower to -50. Get out of that window by pressing tap, and then I'm going to the next one, decay. Well, there's a decay right here, so I don't want to have one on my kick here. Pan, I don't want to pan it. Bass drum, yeah, I want to see bass drum. I've got a choice of normal and long. When in the case of a fast beat like this, I would get a normal. Yeah, I'll just get the normal one. Okay, and tap, and there's nothing else I want for now, so I'm going to exit that. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to ask, I don't know, my snare, for example. Very obvious. Now I can also go in and say menu, and select the tuning of the snare. Actually, you can't because the tuning is here. And so you can't tune the snare. But there's a decay. Press decay, I can say very short snare, longer snare. I'm going to take this one for now. This one will be the one for today. Press again. So I'm out of this window. And I'm going to go hi-hat, for example. Let's say hi-hat. Hi-hat. I'm going to turn until I get band on the right because I went to menu and to panning, and it's on the right. Actually, to select the panning, you go, where's the hi-hat? Here's the hi-hat. See, when is that 46? That's the open hi-hat, and the close hi-hat is 42, left and right. So if I go back, exit that, and I'm going to go open hi-hat. Okay, and just for fun, I'm going to put some rim shot. Whatever, okay, I got something. So that's my A on first part. Now, there was a question earlier this month. I had a question this month about, can I have longer than one beat or one measure or one bar for my 4/4 beat? You can actually have more than one because you have first part and there's the second part. Now, if you select second part and you want to use that, you need to tell the machine that you want another 16 steps for the second one. So you need to press the red button because your step number for the second part. So you press here and you say 16. And then now there's 16 steps. You press play, press the first 16, and then there's the last 16. That's it. So I can go back to my kick and I say, okay, there's kick, 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 kick. And there's my snare. And because actually I'm gonna, yeah, that's my second snare. When we get to the last one, let's put some hi-hats also here. Okay, and I have no rim shot on the second one. And there's something cool. You can actually go into menu. There's the sub menu. You go menu, and then I'm entering actually sub steps. And this is cool. And you can select what is actually in. So I'm going to close. I can actually say these two. Come back. See? Pretty cool. So now I have part 1 and part 2 of my first memory, my first pattern. And then I can also have a B variation of this. I press start. There's nothing there. So that's kind of a, okay, I have to re-enter everything? Well, no, you can actually copy it. Okay. And if you want to copy from A to B, you press tab and you keep holding it. You see copy on screen. If you want to change this into AB, and you go start. Now it's copied. That's it. Super simple. Just needed to change the value to AB. So I've got a copy here. So maybe I can go to the first one and get rid of some of the hi-hats. Make it obvious. I'm going to drop. That's it. Okay. So if I play the A and the B, So it plays first part of A, and then second part of A, and then B first and second. Okay? So that's how you can have a pattern that use 4 steps of 16. You have the first 16th for the first part, second 16th for the second part, and then you have the same thing for the B. So you've got a long 4-measure variation of your beat. But be careful about the variation, because when we're gonna combine the variation with, when you're gonna combine the variation with other measures or other patterns, you're gonna have AA, BB, AA, BB. So I used to be able to do AB, AB, I'm sure. Now I can't find how to do it, but now when you do it, now you only have AA, BB, AA, BB. So I know that an AB, AB, it works on the TR-08, and might be where I got misled, is that in the TR-08 you go AB, switch to the next one, AB, go back, AB, AB, so they switch. Whereas this one, they go AA, AA, BB, AA, BB. So, difference. Now, I've got this thing going now, and I want to do a copy on the second one, because I want to do a different version of it. So you have to go first into where you want the destination memory, which is 2. You tap, because you're in the first part, you see copy on the screen, and you press the one you want to copy from. So you press 1. When it's done, you go start, and it says you're going to copy to 2. Yes. Start, and you've got the same pattern in 2 now. Okay, same pattern in 2. So what I do now is that I'm actually going to use this, and I'm going to change the second one. So I'm going to add other things. Let's say I'm going to add while it plays, you need to go here, here, and here. This is working. Okay, so I've got my first memory, second memory, and let's do a third one just for fun. And the third one is going to be a very simple one. Just going to go kick, kick, kick. Well, I have one already. Okay, let's take this one so I can move between. And go back to this one. And the first one is the one with the. Actually, I mean, again, this is one thing that is easy to get lost in. This is if you're still in first part, you're in right. So I was still writing here instead of switching between memories. If I want to switch between them, I go back to manual, and then okay, I have this one. I've got this choice here. Go back to first. So these are my 3 memories I'm going to play with. Okay, I've got these. And I've got, do I have a B for this one? I have a B for this one. Yes, and I have a B for this one. Okay, so I'm going to go now and I'm going to compose a rhythm track. So to compose a rhythm track, I'm going to compose here, and I'm going to switch to track number 12, and I'm going to clear that track. I'm going to go clear, it's gone. So now it's an empty track. You've got the value number 1. Okay, I'm going to start, and the one I hear is this one. I press 2. Go back to 2. And then A, B, so it plays the 2 also. It plays the way, if I decide just to go A, just going to play A. And go 1. it's going to play part 1 and 2. Now this one only has part 1. I'll go B. Okay. So the way I play these with this, and even if I don't use it right now, but I can even go and play the variation here. Actually, do I have one? No, I don't have one. When I stop, the last one I selected is the end of the song. So I have 30 memories here, 30 steps, if you want, in the rhythm tracks. They're not really steps because we're calling up different memories, and we're going to have the length of these when you have that. So now if you go back into play and press it, that's going to start, and it's going to do what I did here. And I play the 2. That's it. And then you go, oh, I wanted to add something at the beginning. The beginning with just the bass, I think it was this one here. If I go manual, this one like this, or just the kick drum, I would like to start with this. So I'm going to go back into compose, still on song number 12. I'm going to go, I've got 30, you see? I can't go further than 30 because I stopped on 30. If you want to change that, you need to re-record. There's no way you can add to after 30. Go back, let's say first, and I want to insert something here. I'm going to go tap. I see copy. I don't want to copy. I want to insert. The second one. So you switch with the find value knob from delete, insert, and copy. And go insert, and I want to insert 3. Oh, I needed to do that before. Okay, first one. Copy. No, I want to insert this one. Tap. Insert. Yeah. So if I go back to first and I press play, that's what I want. That's it. I started with the kick only. Well, maybe at 5 I want to copy what I just did from 1 to 4. So if I want to copy, I go tab, tap again. Now I say copy, go. It's going to go okay. From, I go from 1, start, to the end was 4, start, and it's copied. So now you see you're at 9. We copied memory, the step 1 to the step 4 was copied to step from 5 to 8. So now we're at 9. So if I go back to first and play it, you're gonna have twice, and go back to just the kick. That's it. Does that again. And did my song is longer now? Yes, because by copying these, it pushes the length further. So, okay, there's a way to add more. Pretty cool. So we talked about manual play, pattern first and second. Second, you need to press the red button and select the steps to actually turn it on. You can clear by going to pattern clear. You can move around with manual play, and when you go into compose, you need to select with this one the track you want to compose. You play live between the different sounds, between the different patterns you want to play before it gets to the next pattern, because if you don't, it will re-trigger the same one. And as you go, you could have A or B or A and B, and as you want. And when it's done, you can use different things using the tap. You can have insert, delete, or copy. That's it. I hope this helps you make better beats. And if you do, tell me which one they are, because I want to listen to them. Link your beats and where we can hear them in the comments below. Thanks, guys. I hope this gives you a couple of ideas on how to use the TR-08 for making your beats and how to approach the rhythm track structure. It's a very deep machine. There's a lot of features that by playing with it you find other ways to do it, and it's not always obvious. So if you have any tips that you found on the TR-08, write them down in the comments and people will share about it. And if you have any more question about how to use it, well, shout out the questions and I'll see what I can do. Cheers, guys.